Okay. Where's the banister? Now we go down as if I'm going to the car. What? What are you doing? Hey, look at the camera. Show everybody how you grew up. Look at you. You're not a little kitty anymore, are you? Hey. Yeah. What do you want? Bah. Okay, so there's the front yard. The gate is up there. Alright. Here's where I parked the car. In the first video you can see there used to be a trailer there. I started to tear it down. Haven't finished because a lot of work. Alright, so this kind of looks towards the back of the yard, but you can't see it because I put a fence up. And there's plants all along the fence except for on the left. And then here's what the trailer looks like. I'd put a roof over half of it. And we got mums, I think, roses, knockout roses they're called. And this little guy was transplanted from over by the big trailer. It's where the tomatoes were last year, but I have a garden now. Okay, so here's a bush. It's got passion flower somehow decided to grow in there, so I let it because I like passion flowers. But I don't see one flower today. Oh, there's a dinky looking one. Give me a break. That's my passion flower for the day. But usually there's a bunch of them. Not today. This was another transplant, this green thing, evergreen, from the other big trailer. Alright, some of the stuff I have no idea. The tulips, they're gone. I cut them out, after they faded away. So they'll grow back next year because they're perennial. But meanwhile, some passion flower popped up, so I'm going to have to move that. And this is a plant. I bought this for $11 last year. It wasn't half as big as this. But poof! This thing is just starting to bloom. This is right kind of next to it. Let me see if I can get them both. There, like that. Hey, what are you doing over there? These are some mums, I think. Alright, so now I'm lifting it up. There's apple gourds there and moonflowers. And behind it there's some tomatoes and some flowers. Excuse me. And then over there, so I put all these little paths around so I don't have to walk in the grass. A lot of bugs here. So this path goes all the way around and then that way onto this side. Ouch. And it goes there and then it comes around like that to a point and then comes this way. Very clever I was. The reason I did that is because if you looked at the film from last year, there used to be a what do they call it? Water used to flow down here from over there. So I kind of blocked it. So now I don't have that trench anymore. It worked. And then I transplanted some bushes from the back. I'm in here. And a couple of wild, those are autumn maple, I think, autumn blaze maple trees. So there were some wild ones, I planted them in there. See if they grow. I don't know. We'll see. Weeping willow I planted over there. Last year it's 3 times the size as when I bought it. It grew in a year. All right, I'm going around this way. There's the weeping willow. And then over there I put some cinder blocks so that the dirt doesn't keep going out of the yard. That's working too. All right, now I have to walk on the grass. Yeah, well, I'm doing it because I'm lazy. All right, so this was built for gourds. And I got about 10 gourds out of it. These are no good right here. I just haven't cleaned up the mess. I took the other gourds off already. And I left a couple hanging to dry on the vine. I read that you can do that. So they're drying. And you see a lot of rotten tomatoes over there. These are peppers. I can't keep up with the tomatoes. The neighbors won't take them fast enough. And then we have Queen Bee over here. What are you doing? I had this put in, a patio here with a picnic table that needs to be painted. And then over here, if you remember the other video, this is on the other side where I had Johnson grass planted. But behind that is a fence I put in. I got lots of pathways here so I don't have to walk on the grass, but I'm going the wrong way. So here's the fence. Here's the Johnson grass. There's a path up to that shed. And we gotta go backwards. Well, first I'll go this way. There's that burn barrel. There's a path to there. So I don't have to walk on the grass. All right, I'm going backwards now. I'm gonna go back this way towards the picnic table. This isn't complete, this pathway here. I gotta fix this. And of course the garden needs a lot of work this year. But that's all right, I learned a lesson. I planted too many tomatoes. That's all tomatoes. Too many. This is a pretty big garden. All right, so now I'm going back to the path, going towards the trailer. And you got bird feeders, need filling. There's the bird bath Dolores gave me, my cousin. Very nice. And Barbara and my Aunt Laura. All right, so here's the front of the trailer. And the hummingbirds are humming away. And a lot of stuff has started to grow. The dogwood got much bigger on this side, though it got big on the other side too. You can see it. And that little bush turned into a big bush. And I got all kinds of vines growing up there. I don't know what they are, but they're pretty. So now we got a path going to the back shed, which I think the other video showed that. But as you can see, I put another path going to this shed. Doesn't look as barren as it did last year, but I'm going up this path. And then I put another path to go in the front door, and we put a little deck on there and a little porch roof. It's kind of cute. I think I'll put a railing up too. That'd be gay. All right. And in this, I got passion flower, dahlias, knockout roses, and stuff. And those are transplanted bushes by the post. It's kind of cool. All right, this is the back. Falling apart here. difficult. The cigarettes are killing me. There's a path to the gas tank. And then that's a fire pit. Inspired by Sharp Mountain. Needs work. I probably made that too soon. It's filled with weeds. Got to be burned. It's pretty big though. Alright, so here's the back of the trailer. I put that in that fence there so I can grow plants on that to block the sun into my bedroom from the back. And I got honeysuckle, I believe, growing on there. I just put it in this year, so it's not really full, but it grew a lot. It did grow a lot this first year. I bet you next year it will do a lot more. I'm going to stop now because I got to weave some of those vines for a minute.